So if you want to play like Benzema while fasted, then just listen to my advice, because I ended up playing my best ever game while fasted. That was simply because of three things, which is hydration, nutrition, and making sure you get the optimal amount of time in order to actually eat right and play right on the pitch, which is, I find it crazy because I ended up playing my best ever game while fasted, and that was simply because I kind of focused on what the right foods to eat, what are the kind of foods to avoid, and also what is not going to make you super dehydrated when it comes to the actual game day. So this is the stuff that I eat before a football match. So ideally what I would do is wake up an hour before Fajr. So what people do is they kind of wake up 10 to 15 minutes before, and if you do that, you're actually going to be in a rushed state. And what I mean by that is you're going to be in a frantic state. You're going to be trying to say, oh, I want to make obviously tahajjud, I also want to make Fajr, so I'm just going to be chugging down water, I'm going to be chugging down everything, eating everything there is, random stuff off the fridge. Ideally what you'd want to do is, I'd say, wake up an hour before, because that's actually you're not going to be eating in too much into the night. And obviously if you've got work the next day, or if you've got the game day the next day, or something that's obviously that you actually need to wake up early for, just say an hour before Fajr. And that hour, I would say, I'd have 3 different sort of meals. Have a high carb meal before, and the reason why I say that is just to focus on either rice or pasta with chicken or meat. And that is what I would do. I would have a portion of that with like vegetables on the side, and then as soon as I finish that, I would have a banana. And then as soon as I finish that, as a dessert, make a portion of a granola with a yogurt. So I have vanilla yogurt with granola. And after I finish that, I would finish it off with a Lucozade. So I'd have Lucozade as whilst I'm eating all of those. Now you're probably thinking this is heavy, but it's 11 days into Ramadan, and you probably should be getting used to this anyway. The first day you're going to end up not being able to eat all of that, but don't eat super quickly. You're just meant to be easing into it. And the whole point is, I say, an hour before, is so you can just kind of take your time and also leave enough time to obviously focus on the spiritual aspect. And what I mean by that is, stop trying to optimize for going to the gym or going to, football, or going to this, going to that. This month is a month of spirituality. And instead of going 6 times, 7 times a week to the gym, drop it down. You will actually be more efficient, and you'd actually realize, okay, these are the time wasting that I've been doing. And you'll actually be more effective in those times that you do go. So instead of going, as I said, 7 times a week, drop it even further, literally just go twice a week. Because this month is, I would say, reduce the amount of time that you're optimizing to the gym, and instead focus on spirituality. So optimize all of that. What I would have is, pretty much, I would make a smoothie. So straight after I break my fast, I'd make a smoothie. And it's so much easier to drink something that's liquid, because you're able to it's able to digest for me a little bit quicker. I would make it I'd have that after I break my fast. And then obviously you'd go to sleep, and then you'd wake up an hour before Fajr. And an hour before Fajr, have your protein shake, for example, have your dates, have your rice or pasta, and your choice of meat, with a granola and Lucozade. And what I'm trying to say is, ideally this meal should be high in carbs. It should be high in glycemic foods, because these are the ones that are rich in energy. And I did notice it, because as soon as I had that, when it came to the pitch day, I wasn't thirsty, I wasn't even hungry, I was just like raring to go. And that was actually like 7 hours later, and because I had a really good pre-dawn meal. So hydration wise, high in carb, Lucozade, just to give you a bit of energy. For me, it doesn't interfere with my sleep, but for some people, because obviously it's an energy drink, it might interfere with your sleep and make you feel like, you're super energetic. But I just wanted to get in the ideal hydration. Obviously have water good time before you do wake up. Don't just chug water before you go to bed, because that's going to interfere with your sleep. You're going to end up going to the toilet every 5 minutes. You're not a camel, you can't store water. So just ideally have it at an interval, like just kind of sip it throughout the night, or sip it in times where you're not just chugging it. Just be moderate, but be intentional of what you eat. And that game, I ended up playing my best game. And you know, if you want to play like Benzema, then just listen to this advice, and trust me, it does work.